Matt, here we are on the set of Ordinary Lies.
Here we are.
Yeah. So it's based in Wales. Do you have to have a Welsh accent?
There was a very short conversation that started off with, Matt, do you want to do a Welsh? And then no one even finished the email.
We're here in your office, Angela. Now you play the boss in this call centre.
I do. I rule the call centre. I am the manager. I look after all of my minions, you could call them.
And it's impressive. Well, your minions, and also an impressive cast.
Yeah.
Talk us through who's out there.
So at the moment we've got the wonderful Matt D'Angelo just here, all in his fluorescence, which is really becoming. Are you on the telly?
That's lunch.
Is it lunch?
That's lunch, yeah.
Well, some of us are really committed.
Duck today as well, so.
Some of us are committed to telling the nation about our wonderful programme.
She's not stopped singing your praises.
Bloody love cutting it. It's brilliant.
What's really depressing is he was probably about 5 when Cutting It was on. So we've got the very lovely TV's very own Matt D'Angelo. We had Con O'Neill. Everyone's now gone to lunch, but it's a very impressive cast. Rebecca Staten, Kimberly Nixon, Joel Fry, Matt D'Angelo. And we're set in Wales this time as well, so a little bit different to the last series, which was set in Manchester. So everyone's very Welsh in this, but I'm not Welsh, although I think I can do quite a good Welsh accent, I think.
That wasn't bad.
It's not bad, is it?
Your partner, your wife,
Yeah.
she goes behind your back. This is what we do know, what we're allowed to know. She goes behind your back and sets you up with your dad. So your dad's back on the scene and you're angry with her.
Yeah. It's not so much the character's Fletcher's lie, it's more his mum's lie that she's been telling to him his whole life. And kind of in retrospect, his whole life is pretty much a lie.
Tell us exactly what happens.
I play a guy called Joe, and he's married with kids. He's been married for 20 odd years to his wife, obviously, played by the lovely Jill Halfpenny, and I suspect that she might be having a fling. So in a moment of madness, I fill the house with cameras to try and catch her out, and it all goes horribly wrong. It all backfires, and all kinds of things are revealed that he had no knowledge of, and kind of unravels the family, and the family have a history that something happened many years ago, which is what they had to uproot and move somewhere else, which is what brought them to Cardiff. So it all gets very messy.
For the last 6 years, you've been doing a lot of musical theatre.
Yes.
And we've seen you on TV now and then.
Yeah.
But mainly theatre.
Yeah. I post Hearsay, I definitely wanted to kind of establish a career for myself, and theatre was where I kind of naturally headed towards. That live performance is amazing, and I kind of played all of the big roles that I wanted to. I was fortunate enough to play kind of Galileo and We Will Rock You, and Drew in Rock of Ages, and just finished Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. So when this came up, a TV opportunity, I jumped at it.
Yeah. You mentioned Hearsay. I didn't want it to be the first question I asked because...
Let's get it out of the way.
But it was a long time ago, but
Yeah.
people forget how huge Hearsay was. I mean, it was the fastest selling single to date then. Just talk me through how that happened, how you decided to do your next thing, and did Hearsay help you?
I think it was an amazing opportunity, and I'm so proud to have been part of the first. But we were the guinea pigs of what is now kind of the X Factor juggernaut. So I'm glad to have been part of the first one. And it opened lots of doors for me. It closed a lot as well. But if anything, it's given me something to work against, which has been great fuel for me.
How was it getting your mindset as being a boss? I guess you're kind of a boss. You've got 2 girls, so your mum.
Yeah, do you know what? I think being a parent is like, we make really good kidnap hostage situation. We're good negotiators, very good managers, excellent cleaners and cooks. I think there's so many jobs that us mums can put our hand to.
Absolutely. So coming in and looking after these guys, a lot of men as well, easy.
So much easier than a 12-year-old. Oh my God, a 12-year-old on the edge of puberty and hormones and all that kind of stuff, and a girl.
We know you can do nasty. Though Dean wasn't fully nasty, but we know you can do that. Tell me,
There were layers to Dean. He didn't start off nasty. He started off as this kind of cheeky chappy, this lovable rogue. I think the initial brief when I was 18 years old about Tony Jordan was like, look, he's like a cheeky chappy, like Shane Ritchie-esque type thing, and he's just lovable. Everyone loves him. cut to 10 years later, and that just goes to show you kind of where the writers and the producers and stuff can just mould and push and drag a character in and transform over that period. Yeah, so he didn't start off nasty, but he didn't end as a nice guy, did he?
No, certainly not a nice guy. We know you can do that convincingly. Is Fletch a nice guy? Is he a bit less complicated?
Yeah, well, this is actually it's a good question, because it was quite it was a difficult process, because actually Fletch, Dean was a 20-something Londoner with parental issues that had like a chip on his shoulder and trouble expressing himself with emotions. And Fletch is a 20-something Londoner with parental issues that has trouble expressing himself with emotions. So to find the differences there, so that you don't just get people going, oh, you're just doing Dean without the beard.
One of your most recent roles was Happy Valley, which I enjoyed greatly. Many people did. Did you ever think that you would be suspected as a killer?
Well, I didn't, but apparently I was. And when we started filming this, I was in the lift in the hotel, and there was a couple there with their child, and the child must have been about 5 or 6. And as I got in the lift and we were going up, the woman said, "We thought you were the killer." And I smiled and let it go, and then a few seconds later I looked down, the poor child was looking up at me going, because nobody explained they meant a television show.
You do so many things, chat shows, mum, coming away and doing this and being away from home. What's that like?
Do you know what? I'm all right with it. I'm all right with it, because I've done it so much since they were so little. I went back to work when both my girls were 5 months old, and my husband has stayed at home and looked after the kids, and we've had help. I'm kind of all right with it. I don't believe in guilt when it comes to working, because I love my job. I love my job. I love this, and I don't want to give that up. So there's no point me going to work and then coming home and whipping myself. Oh, children. Oh, I wish I wasn't going. We're fine, and hopefully when they grow up, they'll be fine about going to work as well.
We've got to wait till episode 5 out of 6 for your main episode to come up.
That's my one. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Don't bother watching any of them till then. Just tune in on 5. Watch my bit, record it, fast forward, watch my bits, and turn it off.
Now you're telling me you were telling me you love Lorraine.
I do. Hi, Elaine. How are you doing? No, I do. We flirt a bit on Twitter, because she makes me laugh. It's very funny.
She's a funny woman.
She's a very funny woman. Yeah, and very witty. So yeah, keep up the good work, Lorraine.
If you'd like to see even more great guests, then click here. There are plenty more fantastic interviews to come, so make sure that you subscribe.